Mother Nature, a mad scientist! There are a lot of weird things that happens on this earth, most of them caused by human beings. But in reality, if you actually look at what Mother Nature does naturally, it's going to blow your mind what this earth is capable of. Here are the 10 weirdest phenomenons on Earth. Number 10 are penitentes. Found only at very high altitudes such as the Andes Mountains, where the air is very dry, penitentes resemble large thin blades of ice or hardened snow that point like daggers and swords at the sun. These elongated spikes are spaced close together, sometimes with no snow or ice between them, which makes it appear as though they are piercing through the earth beneath them. Penitentes can range in size from only a few centimeters to over 5 meters tall, towering over a person. They get their name from the way that they resemble a large group of people, kneeling before something and praying as if giving penance. They're formed due to sublimation, a process in which dry climate and the sun's rays turn ice into water vapor without it becoming liquid water first. This looks like something the Night King would create. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Number 9 are sailing stones. The sailing stones of Death Valley National Park in California are particularly strange due to the fact that they seem to sail exclusively over baked land. Regular stones sitting in the lake bed of Racetrack Playa will have seemingly guided across the surface of the bone-dry ground, leaving a smooth track behind them. They occur very rarely and remained largely unexplained until 2006, when NASA scientist Ralph Lauren proved that the buoyancy of ice could cause frozen rocks to glide across muddy surfaces when hit with strong winds. During the winter in Death Valley, the rocks get swept across Racetrack Playa, leaving slick tracks that dry out in the summer. And if that wasn't impressive or at least weird to you, it should at least be weird or impressive that we call a dry lake bed Racetrack Playa. Come on, folks who name these things, do better. Number 8 is ocean sand circles. Originally called underwater crop circles, ocean sand circles were once one of the biggest mysteries of the sea. First discovered in 1995 by a group of divers off the coast of Japan, these bizarre yet beautiful circular sand formations have continued to appear on the ocean floor, confusing scientists for over a decade. Then, their creators were finally revealed when another diver in the waters near the island of Amami Oshima in Japan discovered a new species of pufferfish swimming in circles low on the ocean floor. It turns out the males of this particular species create the spirograph pattern to attract a mate, flapping his fins so strongly that he kicks up the sand beneath him as he goes. Kinda like the knowledge whale, ladies date me. Incredibly, though the fish average only 12 centimeters in length, their creations are nearly 2 meters across. Number 7 is Spotted Lake. If you're looking for a more stylish body of water, then head to Spotted Lake, where your search will quickly be over. Located in the Similkameen Valley just northwest of Osoyoos in British Columbia, Canada, this bizarre lake is world famous for a polka-dotted appearance. The water here contains a large amount of calcium, magnesium sulfate, sodium sulfates, and various other minerals. Every summer, as temperatures climb, most of the lake's water evaporates, leaving huge deposits of the colorful minerals behind to float in what little water is left. The effect is a large body of water covered in spots, each one's color created by whatever minerals it's composed of. You can even walk spot to spot in certain places as remaining minerals become so solid. It's like Mother Nature's natural hopscotch. La 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 la. Number 6 are fairy circles. A circular natural mystery lies within the arid climate of the Namib Desert in Namibia. Fairy circles are a wonderfully strange phenomenon that occur most commonly in the desert's dry grasslands. The grasslands are affected by strange barren spots in a polka dot pattern that looks like several small craters. The definitive explanation for fairy circles is still up for debate, but the answer may lie in the competitive behaviors of local termite colonies. Termites tend to clear out circular areas around their base and will wipe out any opposing termite colonies that they happen to encounter. In some instances, neither colony can beat the other, and each will establish several territories, making a border against their enemy and wiping out patches of grass as well as other plants in the process. Hey, stay away from my colony. Okay, you can't? Alright, I'm just gonna make mine over here. Number 5 are polar stratospheric clouds. Also called nacreous clouds, polar stratospheric clouds are a cause for concern due to their destructive effects on the Earth's ozone layer. These strange, colorful clouds form in high altitudes in polar winter regions. Because of the curvature of our planet and the height at which these clouds sit, sunlight hits them before officially rising and illuminates them for a short time after setting. The clouds literally light up before the sun breaks over the horizon, creating a wondrous sight that will make you content, that is until you remember that they're basically causing a lot of damage. Polar stratospheric clouds hurt the ozone layer in two ways. First, supporting chemical reactions that create active chlorine, and secondly, by removing nitric acid gas, which offsets nitrogen in chlorine cycles. If you didn't fully understand all that, all you gotta know is there's multicolored fart clouds in the sky that are hurting the Earth. Make sense? Number 4 is Pink Lake. Why swim in ugly clear water, Alebecky, when you could take a dip in cute Pink Lake? Located in Middle Island on the southern coast of Western Australia, Hillier Lake is unlike any body of water you've likely ever seen because it's bright pink. It's like swimming in Pepto-Bismol, no diarrhea for you. It's not completely understood why the water is the color that it is, but it's most likely the result of a high concentration of Dunaliella salina, a microalgae. It produces a red pigment that has dyed the lake a vibrant pink, and the color is permanent. Even if you removed some water in a container, the water would also be pink. But while it might look like the world's biggest Pepto-Bismol reservoir, drinking any of the water will probably have you feeling pretty sick pretty quickly. It's got a high concentrate of saline, baby. You don't want to be drinking that. It's incredibly high. Yak. Number 3 is the Eye of the Sahara. Also known as the Richat structure, the Eye of the Sahara is a 40-kilometer wide indent in the Earth, a geological dome located in the Sahara Desert outside of a small town of Oudane in west-central Mauritania. This colossal wonder was thought to have been created by mankind, or the result of an asteroid impact, but modern scientific research has determined that it's a naturally occurring phenomenon, most likely caused when magma deep in the planet's crust pushed a giant dome-shaped rock up to the surface, creating a bulge that eroded over time, forming the eye. The rings around the eye are made from different rock types, which provide a unique mix of shapes as well as colors that are so striking, astronauts actually use the formation as their almost home signal when returning to Florida. You might think it's weird looking down on the Earth from space, but what if the Earth is looking back up at you? I see you. Number 2 is Blood Falls. Imagine going to one of the driest places on a continent of ice only to find a wall of stone with a river of blood cascading down it. I'd be like, vampires, and I'm out. That's basically what Blood Falls are. Located in the McMurdo Dry Valleys in Victoria Land, Antarctica, this 5-story tall red saltwater waterfall moves slowly, leaving an underground lake that was sealed inside the Taylor Glacier for around 2 million years ago. After the waterfall was discovered by geologists in 1911, they believed that the blood red color came from red algae present inside the glacier. However, more recent scientific research has revealed that it's actually the large amounts of iron in its contents. When the iron-abundant water meets the cool air outside, it rusts, bringing out the deep reddish hue, which many find beautiful, while others understandably find disturbing. Blah, I want to live there. And number 1 is Peles Hair. Named after the flowing locks of the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes, Peles Hair is a form of lava that resembles thin strands of long hair. Also known as volcanic glass fibers, this odd substance is formed when molten basaltic glass from moving lava is blown out, forming tiny droplets and stretching out to form a fine line. Due to the fact that it's incredibly light in weight, the strands are often found in high places, carried there by the wind. People have spotted Peles hair wrapped around the top of trees or even caught in the upper portions of electrical poles or radio antennas. If you ever happen upon some of these golden yellow strands, practice caution by wearing gloves. That's because it can be so brittle and sharp that it can break off and cut into your skin. Ow, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's worse than a porcupine!